Hello and welcome back to Bedrockin Minecraft. My name is Guru Plant, and today I think we're going to take a look over at the shopping district. I can have a look at some of the shops that I've got over there, see if anything needs restocking, as well as opening up hopefully my new shop as well today. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a wander over to the portal and we'll go and have a look and see what we can do over in the shopping district. So if I just go take a trip through the Nether, we'll meet you over at the shopping district and we'll take a look at everything over there. So here we are in the shopping district. Any of you that have seen any other of the Bedrockin Minecraft YouTube videos will recognise most of the stuff that's over here. My shops, there are at the moment 2 of them on, 1 and a bit. So this is my build your own banner shop now. This is where the banner making competition was, but I've now converted it into just a banner making station. People can buy a diamond as a fully stocked loom set up here for making banners, and they can make as many banners as they want for anything that they might need. My other store is just over here, and this is my ice and coral store. Not been a huge amount of demand for coral, so there's very little. Out of fans, however. There's still plenty in that. Yeah, very little demand for coral in any of these, so this generally doesn't sell a huge amount. But the main seller in this one is my ice. Nothing there. Oh, do need to restock my ice. So what we'll do in a bit is we'll go back and I'll show you how the ice farm works, and we can get that restocked quite quickly. But over the last couple of days, I've been working on a new store. So we have a giant carrot. Inspiration for this is relatively obvious, possibly, but you know, couldn't exactly do an Apple store. Didn't want to be sued or anything like that. And cherry computing was already used, so I thought, well, why the hell not? We'll just use a carrot computing. So this is going to be a redstone store. There's only one other person that I know of that sells redstone. It's a bit of the general store that Relic sells, but a lot of the time that's out of stock, and I had a huge amount of resources available to make all of the majority of the components. So I got the body of this built, started off with just the carrot on the top and left the floating carrot for a while, just to try and confuse people, then put the body of the shop in. And now I'm going to go and grab all of the stock and the rest of the stuff I need to set this up, and we'll get this all set up. So, as you can see, we've just been back to my base and picked up 1 or 2 supplies to fill the shop. I'm now going to take away, fill everything up, and hopefully get this thing up and running.
So, with the shop, I really wanted a shop where everything was actually on display. You know, the majority of shops in Minecraft are chests with signs, labels, telling you what's in it. And you know, you don't walk into a shop like that in this country, you know, or anywhere in the world really. Very few of them. So most of them, you go in and you have a look at the items that you wanted to buy. So yeah, you could just put most of these blocks on the top, but again in Minecraft that looks very, very, very square. So yeah, item frames, products in item frames. I know it's not the most efficient way of doing things, shall we say, and I wouldn't suggest that on a big server every shop should do it this way, because that really will, you know, there's a hell of a lot of entities flying around there, so that can kill your server. But as a one-off shop, I don't think it's necessarily going to cost too much resources to get it done. The only thing it did cost was a hell of a lot of levels. I think I went through close to 40 levels getting everything labelled for this thing, because obviously there's a lot of single items that you've got to label, and then I've labelled the barrels that everything's stocked into as well, so that everything's got its own label twice. You can see it on display on the price of it, as well as when you're in the actual barrel itself. And then all we had to do is get some carrots in signs to show that the store labelling was up and running.
And with that, as you can see, Carrot is now open. As you can see, everything's sort of labelled price-wise. If we go into the individual chests, everything's priced up there as well, so you can see how much everything is per stack. A couple of more Carrot is open signs everywhere around the place. So yeah, the latest shopping experience, Carrot is now good to go. I have one last job, which is we have some promotional material and some discount cards for people. So we're going to go drop those in everyone's mailboxes. And from there, we shall open Carrot and see how business goes. And with that, everyone's vouchers have been dropped off into their mailboxes. We've sent the messages out, so we shall just wait and see what happens at Carrot. I'm now going to head back to my base, and we're going to have a look at the ice machine and get that restocked. So we are back in the base. What I'm going to need to do is we're just going to grab a couple of shulkers. And we're going to head upstairs. Now I'm going to pop over to the ice machine. So this is my ice machine. We got quite a simple little layout really. It's two slime block flyers. They will roll across this wall of ice, floor of ice, pushing down the ice blocks, as you can see underneath. Each of these has diagonal blocks set up here, so they're half slabs, waterlogged half slabs with obsidian underneath them, so that the pistons can't push those down. What that means is, as this all gets pushed down, there's always water source blocks that will then refill this, so then it can then refreeze. It does quite a good job of continuously refreezing and repopulating the ice, so that when the ice machine comes back at the return stations at the far end, pushes it back down again. We have just a manual old school collection system. That will be me with a silk touch pick. This is set to be the perfect height, so I can literally just sit underneath, smash all the ice, and I can't get through to any of the blocks at the top. Hence why it's all built out of wood as well, so you can't accidentally crack some stone and everything like that. So what we're going to do, I've already got it up and running and started. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and get this up and started, and then we're just going to break some ice.
So, as you can see guys, actually using the ice machine is just good old-fashioned hard work. It's a case of silk touch pick and bash the ice away, and the occasional killing of mobs. I do need to actually make a build around this. It's one of the things that's going to be on the to-do list. I had the idea of building a sort of Victorian ice house style thing, something along the lines of the Crystal Palace perhaps. But I've not got round to getting that sorted. It's going to be one of the next things I do. Possibly a video in the foreseeable future. One of the few benefits you do have of it not being completely sealed off is every now and again you do get a quite slightly strange situation like we're just about to see here, which is the age-old fight: who wins, spider or witch? Unfortunately, I didn't give this a chance to play it at its fullest. killed that one off myself. So yeah, it's just, as I say, a case of running around smashing the ice. It doesn't take too long to get what you need out of the system, and it's, you know, same as any old decent manual grinding farm. You get what you put in.
Right then, so after running the ice farm for a little bit, we got about 6 sacks of packed ice and a full shulker of normal ice to go and stock up the shop. So we're going to go take these two, and as you may have noticed, I have only got 3 levels on me at this precise moment in time and a fair few broken axes. So on my way back, we may well stop off at the gold farm and go and fix everything up and grab myself a few more levels just in case. So we'll show you back at the shops. So back to the shop. Myself parked on top. Gonna need 20 AU. That one. And fill that one up. And with that, we are all stocked. What we shall do is we'll go and stick the overflow in the little cubby. This is where the conduit lives. That means you don't drown while you're shopping at the shop. And we have some spare space for some overstocks. So chuck that in there. And now we're just going to head over to the gold farm and go and get some levels sorted. Right then guys, well we've just gone to the gold farm and got all my levels back up to a reasonable standard, got all my gear fixed so it's not going to break on me anytime soon. I think we're going to call it today. We've managed to get our new shop carrot up and running, stock the rest of our shop so that we're all ready to go again. Next time round I've got a few more jobs that I want to be looking at. There's a few things on the to-do list in my castle wall that we'll take a look at starting to get sorted out and get some more projects started and I have a couple of projects finished. Thanks a lot and I'll see you next time. Bye.